Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's MC Time on the very side, Time Tigers 1. I'm here to give you my preview for the one-off test between Bangladesh and India. It's going to happen, well, it's going to start tomorrow night here in the United States Eastern Time. And yes, I will bring you day-by-day coverage, provided it doesn't rain and provided nothing else happens. I will bring you try to bring you as much as I can day-by-day coverage of this game. Okay, so um, even from the warm-ups, don't ex- don't expect. I mean, for me, trust me, my my hopes for this match is my expectation for this match is very low, very low. In fact, it will be so one-sided for India that even for India, they will think it's embarrassing. That's my expectation. India will say like, "Come on, man, it can't be this easy." The, you know, that's my expectations. Coming into this match because, guys, keep in mind this is a full-strength India side who are actually prepared. We are the preparatory match for them. For them to face Australia. And Australia, I think they're pretty much on fire right now. So, so India will try to combat that fire with fire. So don't expect them to cool down the heat they bring into this game. Just because it's Bangladesh. And even news coming out of the camp is Imrul Qais is injured and Musaddiq Hussain got a call up. This might be a blessing in disguise because Musaddiq Hussain, he's been rather more consistent in the domestics. And speaking of the domestics, especially Bangladesh Cricket League, yes, some of the people have been performing. Your Junaid Siddiqs, your Naim Islams, they have been performing somewhat. Even your Abdul Razak, even Rubul Hussain has been performing. What do you know? Rubul Hussain got a 5-wicket haul in a match where Mustafizur Rahman bowled, but apparently the coaches say that he's bowling just to get a match fitness. I'm like, okay. I thought you wanted to keep him away from the field for not aggravating his injury, but all right, whatever. And even me, to be honest, I think it's too soon to give Mustafizur Rahman a prominent test call up, anyways. Taskin Ahmed, I thought it was time because he's been around he's been around for like over 2 years or something like that. Like in international cricket. So I think it was time for him being called up. Obviously, Muhammad Shahid is he's thing. Excuse me. Muhammad Shahid, I believe he's still injured because unless I missed it, I don't think I saw his name in the scorecard in the domestics. But yeah, we'll see what happens. For in terms of the bowling lineup, I'm expecting Bangladesh to. Wow, hold up. I just noticed that. Sorry. In terms of the bowling lineup, I'm expecting Bangladesh to play with 3 pacers in Taskin Ahmed. I'm not sure if Shafil Islam will get a place, but maybe Shafil Islam or Kamrul Islam and Shubhashish Roy. Okay, and I have a feeling if they play 7 batsmen, like they will pick Musaddiq Hussain will find a spot in the lineup. If they play 7 batsmen. And you know what? It wouldn't be a bad idea to actually play 7 batsmen against this India side. Because with someone like Shakib, you can actually have that 7th batsman. Although Shakib Al Hasan has become Whackable Hassan of late. So I wouldn't mind to see a Tajul Islam actually go in there as a spinner. And also, like I said, it'll be interesting to see do they play 7 batsmen or do they play 6? Do they play 6 batsmen, 3 spinners, no, the 2 spinners and 3 pacers. As for the batting itself, like I said, look, if you want me really to be honest about this, how to progress, Bangladesh should now evolve from the mentality that scoring a test century against this country is a big deal. No. They should get out of this. They should now take that to maybe a double century, maybe even a triple century. Maybe a 250, like that. They should aim higher and higher. Because you can't make progress without aiming high. That's speaking of the batsman. And also, apparently Bangladesh's fielding was not very good, even in the warm-ups. Even the warm-ups, it was kind of bad. Yeah, I know Courtney Wall said some words of encouragement and instilled a better philosophy in the pace bowlers, but in the end, you can't help but that the pace bowlers feel dejected because they work so hard to get the batsman to make a mistake, or to outthink the batsman, or to outskill the batsman, and the chance is put down. So, from Bangladesh, first of all, I'm expecting a lot of drop catches. Next, I'm expecting India will win. 95% India will win by an innings. Because if we don't have rain, this match will not go into a draw. Will not go into a draw. India will win this match. And 95% India will win by an innings. And there's also a very high percent of a chance India will by an innings and a ridiculous margin as well. So guys, unless you're that guy who's trolling me, I know exactly what you're gonna say. But other than that, I mean, for me, I'm just looking from a result perspective. I'm more looking forward to the Sri Lanka tour. And by the way, Bangladesh should also be very careful about the Sri Lanka tour, because Sri Lanka just got their asses handed to them 4-0 with one match left against South Africa, and Sri Lanka scored it was like the match had almost 700 runs scored. So, and Sri Lanka lost that match again, both teams scoring 300. So they're a wounded. They'll come back a wounded team. So even they'll have something very big to prove. Just like New Zealand has something to prove against us, and you saw what that resulted in. They took back the Chappell Hadley Trophy. Playing against Australia. You saw what that mentality can do. So Bangladesh should be very careful in Sri Lanka as well. But other than that, for this, I'm expecting one of the most one-sided matches of recent history in Test match cricket in this one. All right, guys. Guys, look at the India lineup. Like him or hate him, Virat Kohli has actually, especially at home, Virat Kohli has delivered. The only guy who you can say maybe is equal or maybe even better than Virat Kohli, especially in ODIs, is actually a David Warner. But apart from that, sorry, there ain't nobody else on that league. And he has done this through his skill. Yeah, in the beginning of his career, I hated that motherfucker, man. But yeah, I recognize skill when I see it. That guy is fucking talented. Our Ashwin is one of the right now one of the more premier spin bowlers, off break bowlers in world cricket right now. Some might argue and say he is the premier off spin bowler in one day cricket. In cricket right now. He is. And then you have the rest of the Indian team, who can come out of obscurity, just show up and score a triple century. So like I said, extremely one-sided match. Expect some records to be broken. Although the one record I do not want, this, just because of personal reasons, and because I do not want the Brian Lara 400 record to be broken in this match. At least not by India. Alright, I'm looking forward to comments and suggestions. This is James Diamond from Reside signing out.